There we go. Hello, hello. Oh.
I was gonna say hello, and then I had to make my screen bigger to tell them I got it because it said it was recording.
Can you send out the text? I just started the tax call.
No, ma'am.
Okay. I was telling Casey.
I wasn't sure if it was the same number or not. That's why I asked.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So I gotta tell you, this is so funny. So, we've been like interviewing, trying to find people. And so we had this girl came in, she worked one day, and then she just never came back. So then we had this other person, and she came in, and we really liked her. And then she had a tooth abscess, and she, kept saying, I'm having this tooth problem, so she couldn't come in. And then we didn't hear from her, and she basically left this message saying, well, I'm going to step away because I'm sure y'all are going to fire me. And so we had sent her all these messages saying, hey, we're not going to fire you. And we didn't hear from her. So we finally hired 2 other people, and then we heard from her.
Oh, gee.
So I'm like, oh my gosh. So now I have 3 new employees.
Now, are you doing that because you're going to have the storefront?
Yeah, so one is going to have to be for the storefront. But we were short 2 people.
Yeah.
So we usually have 4 packers or 3 packers and 1, Bree does customer service and stuff like that.
Right.
And then we have 1 person who, like I've been printing the sides, and Bree and I have both been working a lot in the warehouse. And of course, me working in the warehouse is not a good idea. Because then I can't record videos, and I can't go live, and,
right.
all of the things.
So are you going to basically be stationed at the storefront in the studio?
Now I'll be back and forth.
He's right there. I'm sorry.
Let's go upstairs, okay?
It's all good.
I'm trying to get the little guy to go upstairs so you don't have to hear the stupid music from his little program.
Oh. And he's not really into that, is he? That idea.
No, he saw ladies coming up on my computer screen.
Oh, okay.
So then he thinks, that he has to be involved. But whatever.
Gotcha.
They were going to play at the park today, but the wind is making it so cold that they lasted about 10 minutes.
I wish that thing would stay up here. Where'd it go? There it is.
How's Mama doing?
Off and on, like she's okay for a little while, and then she's not. And they're just like basically giving us no help right now.
Did she get her appointment with the specialist?
Yeah, but they can't see her until March the 3rd. So it's kind of like.
Yeah, I've been playing those games with the people I'm supposed to be seeing. Well, he wants to see you after you do PT. I said he has to give me a referral to go do PT. So now I'm waiting for the referral so I can call PT.
Oops. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean.
Well, I kind of understand because we're at a very high capacity here, almost full capacity for COVID.
Yeah.
In the hospitals. Although the hospital that they put me in was a non-COVID hospital. They're trying to keep one that has no COVID patients in it.
Yeah.
But I'm beginning to think that they may take that over, unfortunately.
There she goes. Awesome sauce. Yeah, we had everybody rolling ribbon today. They were hating me today because I listed 3 kits today.
Oh god. And they're
Well,
probably almost all gone, right?
No, I mean we literally just listed them like an hour ago.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah. But we did like, we had to cut all the ribbon, but we've been moving the stuff in the warehouse around. And as we're moving things, we're discovering boxes and boxes and boxes of mesh.
Oh
So
my.
it's like, oh, let's just do another kit. Oh, let's just do it. So
Yeah, but that's good because they're good sellers. So
it is good. Yeah.
I'll check the links before. Are you going to go live on Monday or are you going to put up a video?
Yes. So I'm going to go live on Monday and we're going to do the welcome spring and we're going to have more to list.
Okay, well, I'll just check all the links so I can have all the links. So maybe I can get them out there.
Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, so other than that, nothing very exciting going on. They're coming Tuesday to finish this last little bit. Good Lord, I'm just so ready for them to just like do it, get it done.
Is that, you mean to hook up the electricity?
No, they still have to build the other company an electrical room. And then, then they'll do it. So, yep. So how are y'all doing? What's going on?
Let me just say, YouTube, my brain is going crazy.
Why? What's going on?
Girl, I have like 20 something questions for you. But we'll save that for, yeah. Because I did the beginner course.
Yeah.
I did the beginner course and there's questions and part of the advanced course. I'm almost done with the advanced course.
And I have more to add to the advanced course. I have to upload, I have to talk about memberships, and there was something else. I can't remember. I've had too much going on.
Yeah, well, I figured once I finish this, then I'll ask a few questions because I don't want to take up everybody's time on another call.
Well, there's not very many people here yet, so I wonder if it was posted in the Facebook group or in Kajabi.
I got
seen.
I didn't see it in Facebook.
I'll go up.
And then after you talked to Casey, I did get a ding, and it said tax call, same number as last time.
Yeah, that was like 7 minutes ago.
Yeah.
How do you do this?
Okay, let's see. Let me go to the group.
Oh, there's only 6 of us, 7 of us counting you.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Okay, y'all want to, so while we're waiting on everybody else, I'll tell y'all some exciting things we've figured out with the retreat. So one of the projects is going to be, y'all get to pick from anything we have available at the studio. I thought that would be fun. Then you can everybody can do their own thing.
That's kind of cool.
I think it's cool. And I think we've
Yeah.
set a date.
Uh-oh. Write that one down. Is that a definite date?
So here's the thing. Here where I'm at, the Masters is about an hour from where we are. So all of the hotels for like in any direction, like an hour and a half from Augusta in any direction, all the hotels are full.
Mhm.
So it cuts out almost all dates in April, except for the last weekend. So it's like April. Let me look.
I'm eating my dinner as you talk, so.
April 29th and 30th. Yep. I wanted to do it like in the middle of April, but there are no hotels available in the middle of April.
Yeah, that's
So-
really pretty bad when they have that. I think we had
Yeah,
this.
gotta get that golf
Eight.
in.
Yeah. Yeah, then and that it's a huge thing here. Like it's a
Mhm.
huge, like people rent out their houses for like thousands of dollars for
Yeah.
that week. You know, like just that
We used
week.
to live in Augusta. We used to live in Augusta, and that was crazy for Masters that way.
Mhm.
It was unreal.
Okay, let's see.
Mm.
We're on the tax call. Okay, let's see. Copy link. Whoops. We are on the tax call now. There. Okay, in the meantime, so have y'all come up with any more tax questions?
Let me find.
That was funny. What was that? Was that a, oh,
Well-
you have no idea.
That would be it for me. So my question would be, let me put this on so you can see me because I won't eat when I'm. How do you get that off? Okay. So for the business license, I know we can put it in legal and professional,
Mhm.
or it can go into a separate category. It doesn't matter as long as we're.
As long as you record it, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Mhm.
Takes care of that. So I hope that nobody else has questions. I'm just going to ask away. But so for
Not so
instance,
far.
so for instance, like I had grouped in like staples when I buy my ink for my computer. I had
Mhm.
grouped that into materials. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay.
So here's the thing, just what you have to remember is, as long as you can show what it's grouped in with, as long as you keep notes for yourself, so you know where you
Mhm.
put it, it'll be fine. They just want you to pick a category and put it in a category. That's it.
So
And-
should we use our EIN or social security number?
So, I mean, for the IRS purposes, if you have an EIN, I'd go ahead and put it in, but it's
Okay.
associated with your social security number anyways. So it's not as important whether you put that in or not when you're doing your IRS. If you have an EIN, I would go ahead and put it in.
Okay.
And you said they changed on the form, cost of goods to office supplies, right?
Materials.
So office supplies would also go under materials.
No, I said cost of goods sold went under materials.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's okay. And I think
Cost
it's
of
just,
purchase.
I think it's just the TurboTax did that. Like, I don't think
Okay.
all of them have done that, but let me just look and see, because I have a couple of other programs.
So the cost of purchase, that's something we'll do today? Or is that?
I mean, we've pretty much gone over everything. So this is mostly just, you know, ask questions, or if there's anything you need to recover, or cost of sales is just what you purchased for your, you know.
So that's under materials. Because I had listed from last year saying it's half of my total revenue for the year. That's what I had listed on there.
No.
Okay.
So it's never going to be like a specific amount, right? It's going to be whatever you spent. So like, let's say I ordered $10,000 in supplies from Craig Bachman and $2,000 from Sims, and I spent $500 at Hobby Lobby. All of those things that I used to make my wreaths, that's my cost of goods sold. So if you think about it this way,
but that also falls into materials.
It is in materials, yes. So last year when we talked about it, we had cost of goods sold broken out separately, but this year they have it all lumped together. So I don't want you to feel like you're missing something, because you're not. They're just lumping it all in together. They are for TurboTax. I was trying to see if they did that for others. Let's just look. Okay.
Thank you, dear.
Let's see.
So did they do like per cost to prepare for sale, like, or like we say X amount for hours to set up and labor and all that?
For what?
What we would charge?
For what?
No. So you don't estimate anything like that except for when you're creating your sales price, right? So that's not going to have anything to do with what you file tax wise.
So like for shows, you don't do anything. It took me 2 hours to set up or any of that this year?
You can't. That's not deductible.
No.
Okay.
Unless you're paying yourself. If you're paying yourself, then you deduct that as a payroll payment.
So am I paying myself?
I don't know. Are you paying yourself? I mean, I can't answer that because only you know if you're paying yourself.
Oh, goodness.
You're so funny. Yeah. So like I have a payroll system and I pay myself. I pay myself like a piddly amount, but I do. Mostly I pay my payroll taxes. That's all I really pay. But it's something that I can take off as an expense because you are allowed to pay yourself. Right? It's a business and you can certainly pay yourself. It just, all that means is that payment goes on a different portion of your tax return. So
right.
If you think about it this way, I mean, your business, since it is not a corporation and it's not an S corp, it is just part of your income. It's just where you put it on your tax return, right? So for self-employment, you're going to put it in Schedule C because that's where business income goes. If you pay yourself, it's going to go back over to wages. So you're just shifting it from one place to the next.
Okay.
So, but you don't like figure out how much time you spent doing something and then like use that as an expense. That's not allowed.
Okay.
You can't do that. You can do that when you're setting your prices. Like that's what you need to do when you're setting your prices.
Yeah, just incorporate it in. Okay.
Right.
So
Exactly.
then cost of goods sold.
Cost of goods sold
Can
is
that
just
was-
your materials.
Okay, that's what I had that listed as.
Yep.
Handmade goods for sale. These are how it was divided out last year, so that's why I typed all the questions up they had from last year on TurboTax, and that's what I'm answering with what you're saying this year.
Yeah.
So handmade goods for sale, that still falls under materials, basically.
Yep. And it's
Okay.
just because they kind of changed,
Yeah.
how they do
Like-
it.
I get it. So how do you, the income revenue, how do you find, for Etsy, you can go on and you could say for the year and they'll give you a revenue.
Mhm.
Okay. But because I threw PayPal into that, as transaction, or Square, rather into that as transactions, I kind of like threw myself into a whirlwind of trying to figure that answer out.
Okay. So let's see.
I think Square breaks it down. It does it just like Etsy.
So when you're, it does.
Yeah.
So you go to PayPal. So let's tackle PayPal first. Okay. So the best thing to do when you're in PayPal, so once you get in PayPal, okay. Up at the top, they have all these little things up here. And if you go to activity and then reports, you may or may not have a tax document, but you can
I do.
see like your statements, like
Yeah.
you can do a monthly statement. You can also do your activity download. So if you wanted to do an activity download, and I will show you.
I did all that and I printed them out and went each month and figured out what was a sale, a purchase, a post office, etc.
Okay.
And then I took what they had as a gross revenue to what, because the gross revenue is a little different than what PayPal says, because in PayPal that was grouped some personal stuff in there. So I had to separate it out. So
Yeah.
I take the gross amount minus what I actually know are sales, right? So the difference is what I put under the expensions. Is that where I put it?
Yeah.
And then I take out supplies. Well, I add supplies to that. I put supplies and supplies. So it all makes out to what they're saying is the gross revenue. It all
Right.
balances it. I'm just separating it out. So, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see. I think you could do like annual financial summary as well.
Mhm. See, when I do mine, because I do everything through PayPal, I figure out who's supposed to give me the 1099 and I separate those all out. And then people that are in my group don't pay enough to do the 1099. And you said I put that under uncommon.
Yes. That's just the category that they have.
I can't think
Yeah.
of the name, but uncommon something.
Yeah, it was uncommon income. Yeah. So see here, you could pull out like your financial summary. And then, here would be payments received. So this would, but the problem is if you're using PayPal for anything other than your business, then it might be hard to use just that.
That's
So
why
I think
I
that's
did
why
it like-
it's better to go to your activity download. But do you have Excel on your computer?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to show you a little trick. Okay.
I set up Excel and I
Yeah.
have it listed as PayPal, Etsy and all. I divide it
yeah.
out that way as well, but I have to subdivide them out.
I know,
because
but
of
I want to
PayPal.
show you a trick.
Okay.
That's going to save you a lot of time. Okay.
Oh, please.
When you pull up your Excel spreadsheet like this, okay, you see this top line that has all of these categories: date, time, name, type, status, etc. If you click on that line, go up to data, click on filter, you can then click on these little drop downs and pick just one, you know, like if you wanted to pick
Oh,
subscription payment, then you can just add all these subscription payments
yeah.
just like this. And you don't have to spend hours.
Adding.
See, and then I have my sum right down here.
Okay,
Okay,
'cause
so
yeah,
this
I divided
is,
mine out by
yeah,
months.
I love spreadsheets.
Right.
This is one of the easiest tricks on the planet with spreadsheets, because PayPal is going to push everything out by type. So you can just come in here and see each category has a drop down. You see this? Like if you were trying to find something from a specific person, there's a search field. You would unselect them all, and then you could select, like, let's select Alana. And boom,
Yeah.
just her. Okay, so you can do this. You can clear them. You can clear this one. It's not going to change anything in all of the information. It just makes it easier for you to get things very quickly into your categories.
Okay, you
If
just
you
did
don't-
data, just data and then.
Data and filter. So you have to have this top row highlighted because you have to tell it what you're filtering.
Right, right.
It
Okay.
makes everything on that line a filter. So then
Okay.
you could filter date, time, time zone, name, type. Like when I'm doing like sales tax, right?
Yeah.
I can come in here and I could come over here to the addresses and I can filter stuff based on the addresses so that I can quickly figure out, you know, what I need to pay for my sales tax. You can do this with any download. If you don't have Excel, you can download Open Office for free. It works just like Office, and you can use these same functions in it.
Oh, that is cool. That is
It's cool, right? It's cool,
Yeah.
right?
God, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what a
I-
time saver.
I am a spreadsheet fanatic, so I know
Yeah, they
these
always make me
little,
crazy.
I know these little different tricks because I worked in it for years. So,
Right.
That is
Okay.
I
cool.
get you.
so that's the easiest way to do. I think the easiest way to do Etsy. So let's look at Etsy. Okay. So with Etsy, you
Etsy.
go to finances, monthly statements, and then you can kind of pull up and it shows you
Yeah.
like each month. This is your sales. This was your fees. Look at that marketing fee. This was the amount that you paid, you know, for your actual Etsy fees. And then here's your shipping. So I like it because it's just boom, 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 boom. So each month you can go into your spreadsheet and just drop these numbers in. And it's easier to keep up with it by month. Or you could do, you know, at the end of the year, put them all in at that time, whichever way you want to do it.
Me.
Yeah, I know. So,
That's
I mean,
me
it's-
in a nutshell. I
yeah.
get my bag out with all my bills in it.
yeah. So,
I try to do mine. I tried real hard this year to make sure I did mine every month.
No.
It did
Yeah.
make things a lot easier. Now I'm just waiting for people to see if they really send all their forms and stuff. And if not, then I'll go by what I have and they'll have to deal with it on their end.
yeah. Okay, so let's look at Square.
Mm-mm. Go away, go away.
All right, let's see reports. And then I think there's one for taxes. Oh, I think that's sales tax. That's not the one we want. Inventory. activity log. Let's see what's in custom. Let's do. Last year, summary. I think I switched over to the, yeah, so I just switched my account over to the retail store for the new place, so it probably doesn't have anything.
Okay, so
But this is how you do it. You just come in here, click create new report. Oh, there it is. Okay, so there it is. So, and then it breaks it out, right? It'll tell you your fees, your income, and all that kind of stuff. So that's how you pull out your Square. Okay, so we did Etsy, PayPal, and Square. Let's look at Shopify. I know not a ton of you have Shopify, but a few do. So with Shopify, you can go, let's see. I think it's in analytics. Reports. So mostly for Shopify, I will download my activity because it does, like, it's hard to get like some specific things in here, like your fees and stuff like that. So it'll show you like you can do, you know, like sales over time, like this, or you could do, let's see. We go. Insights doesn't really help. Live view doesn't help. Here we go. So you can see, you can just do in analytics, you can do last year and it'll give you your total sales. But the problem is that it doesn't like give you your fees and stuff. So the way to really get that is to go up to orders. So if you go up to orders, you can export and you can do time specific. So that's what I do. I'll do time specific for those dates. And then just like I showed you earlier, I pull up that spreadsheet, I filter it, and then I can look at just sales. I can look at just fees and that kind of stuff. And then I can just total it pretty quickly. So it will take me more like an hour instead of like days.
We're supposed to have her call today for her line name.
So that, I will tell you,
Yes.
that helps a lot. Just having that little filter feature, it saves a lot of time. It saves a lot of time. Yeah.
I have to get better on Excel.
You want me to take out your trash?
You know, if you get stuck on Excel, you just come on and say,
You
Lori,
still feel bad?
I'm stuck.
I kind of make up my own spreadsheet. You know, it's like my way of doing it. But it's the same thing what you're saying. You know, I have titles going across saying like, you know, Etsy or whatever, or if this was a, you know, a donation or an ad or an education, I have it going across the top. And each month I add it, excuse me, per month. And then I just bring it down for a total for the year. But your way is easier than my way.
So the difference is,
every month of the year,
yeah,
you know,
the difference is you're going through and piecemealing, right?
Yeah.
This day. So that's very time consuming. So the whole point of using tools like Excel is that it can compute through lots of data very quickly without having to piecemeal it in. You just have to know different ways to do it. So I can show y'all different things over time. I don't want to overwhelm you with stuff, but that right there, I would say, is like the easiest tool there is, and it works every time, and it's super easy. And it's no difficult. You don't have to do any difficult calculations or formulas or anything like that. You just go in, select the column, say filter, and that's it. And then you can mess with it any way you want. So I personally think that's the easiest one to do, to work with.
Easy is better.
Mhm.
Yes, it is. All right. So do you feel better about where you're going to get your amounts from
Yeah.
for your
I
taxes?
do.
Okay. Okay. What other question did you have, Carolyn? You said you had a bunch. So what are they?
So we just did income revenue. Okay, so
Did income.
assets. So assets would be like your desk, your chair, your shelves, or whatever that you have in the room.
But remember what we said. If it doesn't cost more than $5,000, we're not going to record an asset.
Okay,
Okay.
got it.
Because when you have an asset, what that means is they're going to make you expense it over time. And I mean, they could make you expense it over 10 years. So that's why that $5,000 say, nope, my policy is I expense everything under $5,000.
Okay,
And as long
got
as
it.
you're consistent with doing that, then, you know, it'll be fine. You could just expense it off.
Got it. Inventory on hand amount. This is what,
No inventory.
No.
thank you. Because
So
that's
remember,
where I
we're-
made a mistake.
Yes. We don't,
Last year.
we don't count inventory. Okay. Because when you start counting inventory, then you have to do your taxes a different way, and you don't want to. And really, you expense everything as you purchase it. So you're a cash basis taxpayer, which means you are not required to take inventory. And honestly, inventory isn't going to help you unless you're making a lot. So if your business is bringing in a lot of money, yeah, inventory is important. If it's not, it's not.
Okay.
It's actually
And my,
not
go ahead.
beneficial if you're not making very much money.
inventory on hand amount. Okay. So my last tax question, believe it or
Okay.
not, is the end of the year inventory. That's the same as the inventory on hand amount. Those are both the same.
They're all big fat zeros. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
Okay.
All zero.
Got it.
Yep.
I don't have any more questions. Are you depressed?
Awesome. Well,
Everybody else?
if we don't have a lot of questions, we'll go over some of your YouTube stuff after we
Sure.
tackle other questions. Okay.
Got it.
Dawn.
Hey, Lori, I just have a
Hey.
quick question. I
Okay.
think I know the answer, but I want to double check with you. This year I received a 1099 from AdSense.
Uh-huh.
And of course, in prior years, I just included it with all of my income for my business. Do I have to list that out like I do our regular 1099s for personal
So you would list it inside your business as a 1099.
in the business Schedule
Yeah.
C, not on
Yes.
the regular?
There
Okay.
is a place in the Schedule C for 1099s.
Okay, that's what I wasn't sure of.
Yeah. And you do want to do that because if the IRS doesn't see it in that category,
Right.
they may try to add it. So make sure you
Okay.
put that in that category. So
Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure because that's the first year I've gotten one from them. Everything has been below. So,
Yeah. And they're late sending those things out this year
yeah.
because I haven't gotten Shopify's or PayPal's yet. So yeah, they're late.
Some of them do, like Etsy didn't send it, well, because you got to go in, you got to download it. That's what I did with PayPal, and it said it was up there, but you had to the 31st of January before it was calculated on their end. And then it was just there, and I kept checking, and then I was like, oh, here we go, print it out. That's what I
Which
did.
they're really not supposed to do that.
Well, they all did that.
Yeah, they're really
All-
supposed to provide it, or at least notify you that it is
Yeah.
provided.
Yeah, because I haven't gotten anything from anybody else telling me that I have one. That one was actually mailed to
Mhm.
me from AdSense.
Yeah, so that's what they're supposed to do. They're
Yeah.
supposed to either mail it or email it or send you a link.
Right.
So they're not supposed to just say, oh, it's up there and it's your responsibility to look for it. Because it's not. It's their responsibility. So
Yeah. Carolyn, I heard
Yes,
you talking
ma'am.
about the spreadsheet that you made, and I was just going to ask you, have you looked at the one that Lori provides?
Yes.
Okay, because I used to do the same thing you do. I used to make my own, and then when I found out about hers, I use hers. I don't use my own anymore. And believe
It's only-
me, it's a lifesaver.
It's only because since I only really was in your class all of last year, part of the fall year prior and this, so I made up my own thing in my mind and I keep adding to it because
Oh,
it's
okay.
just
I just didn't know if you knew or not.
Yeah.
No, I have all her spreadsheets, but I had made up my own and I just kind of go from there. But I'm learning. It's a lot to learn.
So funny.
But thank you. I'll get it, girls. I'll get it.
Mhm. See, now you know how to make it quick to fill out your whatever spreadsheet you're filling out.
It's called redo the spreadsheet. Well, it makes it easier. You had it listed by date. I do it by date, for instance, store, and then cost, return, time, and mileage, for instance. And I have it calculate so it's by month, so it calculates it each by month. But I don't have to calculate it by month. I can just drag it down and total it all at the bottom, which would be so much easier. But I still, and then like you said, breaking it up, the other way. Learn something new.
I love the filters. I'm like, oh, let's go see. Because I'll do that. So like one of the things you can do, like when you're selling products, right? Do you know which products do better than others, especially when you start adding more stuff in? So like, let's say that you are adding in different things. Like, let's say you do sublimation, suddenly you're adding in, mouse pads and t-shirts and stuff like that. You can use that filter function to see which things are doing better, like by month. So you can keep track of, okay, how many t-shirts have I sold this month versus last month? And you can keep track of that kind of stuff like over time. And then it helps you see, okay, does it do better, like in the summer, or does it do better? So things like that really help. And the easiest way to do that is to use something like that filter function so that you're not trying to calculate and hand do all that. So,
Well, I'm old school. They didn't have computers back in my day, so it's all a learning thing.
hey, they didn't have computers back in my day either. So that is not an excuse, Carolyn. I graduated from high school in 1986 and there were no computers.
Girl,
I mean, we had Atari. We had the Atari game system.
We didn't have calculators. I had clothespins on cardboard. That's what I used in grammar school. We didn't have all these things.
Oh, come on.
You're funny. I know you're
I'm
not that
serious.
much
It was
older
on
than
a
me.
cardboard on the edge. You would have your clothespins to add, and I had pink and blue ones. So that's what I used in school, in grammar school. Then it was fingers after that. So,
Yeah, well, people still use their fingers.
yeah.
That hasn't changed. All right, Darla.
I finally figured out how to raise my hand.
Awesome.
I just
Yeah,
had a
it's
couple-
under that. If y'all don't know how to do it, I think is it under reactions?
Yeah,
Under reactions.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was I just saw that and I thought, oh, that's for smileys and whatever. And then I just clicked on it and I was like, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I downloaded QuickBooks from like Etsy's suggestions. So I only sell on Etsy. I'm very small, I don't do a lot of sales. And but I kind of immediately regretted it because I thought, I could probably just do this on my own without spending whatever it is, like $40 a month.
Yeah, don't spend the $40 a month on QuickBooks. You don't need it.
Okay.
You can use the spreadsheets that I've already created. they're very simple, just to drop your numbers in and it'll calculate everything for you.
Well, I saw the spreadsheet that are you talking about the one that you talked about last week?
Mhm.
So there's a lot of things in there, but I only, I have my
You don't have to use all
inventory.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I just sell on Etsy. I have my fees and my taxes and
Yeah.
and then now I have mileage that I didn't know about. So I've got that.
Woohoo, more stuff. Yeah, I know. So, but that's okay. You can get rid of anything you don't need on that. You don't have to use the whole thing. It's just in there, in case you need it. But yeah, you can keep track of that stuff on your own. You don't really need QuickBooks unless you are really doing a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
They all try to push the QuickBooks. Now we do have a QuickBooks training, but I don't suggest using it because you don't really need to unless you're really significantly making quite a bit and you're having trouble keeping up with it.
Yeah, I'm totally not. And I'm pretty proficient with Excel. So when I saw the spreadsheet and then, I was like, well, yeah, I should just use Excel. And I was using Excel before, but then I thought, well, QuickBooks, maybe I can keep track of, because I have a problem with keeping track of what ribbon I have. And then I'll buy more of that ribbon and then I'll find it and I'll go, damn it. I already had, 3 rolls of that. And so I was like, maybe if I can use QuickBooks and maybe I'll.
Yeah. So here's the thing. If you, when you, first of all, the inventory function in QuickBooks, not that great.
No.
And it's not part of the QuickBooks package that you got with Etsy. Inventory is a completely separate module, and they charge a pretty penny for it.
Oh, of course.
So you could actually use Etsy as your inventory thing. Just don't. So you could create yourself a listing and just put it in your drafts and put how many you have in there. Or you could do Excel. You could just put it in Excel.
Yeah.
And have it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that, but just the thought of that overwhelms me because I have so much ribbon and things.
So are you having trouble with it because you sell multiples of the same thing?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea for you to keep some kind of inventory, like something on Excel, just for the things that you sell multiples of, because that's when you really have to have the same ribbon over and over and over again.
Yeah.
So you have a problem with storage, and so you kind of have that problem where you don't know.
Yeah, I kind of put everything seasonally away because I've only got a limited amount of storage, and I kind of keep basic colors out, but yeah, then when it's time for me to start, because I kind of make it when it's ordered. I don't make it all ahead of time because I don't have enough room. And so, yeah, and then when I put it away, I kind of forget about it. And then, or it'll get hidden by piles of things,
Listen, it happens to all of us, including this person who has a 6,000 square foot warehouse. We still lose things in there. So this is a common problem. I would say if it's something that is a good seller, when you put it away, maybe you could either make yourself a note of where you put it, or just keep a spreadsheet of what you have and how much you have. That way you'll know when you need to reorder and things like that.
Yeah. I'm having a problem with that too, but that's a discussion for another time. This is all about taxes. But the other thing I had was the mileage thing. So I know I'm so hung up on that.
Okay.
But you had said that you can only record your mileage if it's beyond 15 miles from your house. But if I'm leaving my house specifically to go to Hobby Lobby, which is
if you're only going to Hobby Lobby and that's it, and you're going to purchase something for a project that you're making, you can take the mileage.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. That was my only question for the mileage.
No problem. I know the mileage thing can be kind of confusing.
Yeah. Okay.
So she is the
so-
mileage.
No, go ahead.
No, somebody else has their hand up, so I'll wait. I'll put my
Oh,
hand up.
okay, well, I was going to answer Lillian's because Lillian has 2 questions. Yes, the amount that you pay for the groups, absolutely, that's deductible. Amounts you paid for retreats, whether it was in person or virtual, yes, those are deductible. Absolutely. Because you're doing things that are related to the business that you have. So those are considered trainings. And yes, you can put them in. What did we say we were going to put them in? I think we said we were going to put them in. You can put them in just its own category. You can put it in.
Continuing education.
Oh, yeah, business or professional, medicine, legal.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
See, we're getting good.
We're making progress. T's phone.
The mileage back and forth from vendor events. Can you use
Absolutely,
that?
yes, absolutely.
Even though you
Yes.
may have to make 50 trips.
It doesn't matter. I mean, it really doesn't matter because you're only making those trips because you're setting up for an event to sell. So
Right.
yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And I
all
mean,
right.
not all of us have giant vehicles, so sometimes you do have to go back and forth a lot.
Okay. Thanks.
Cheryl.
I honestly forgot my question. Had something to do with the mileage. Oh, when we were talking about mileage the other day, I've only done one trip and there was a toll.
Oh yeah,
Did you
that's
say I
deductible.
could take those two,
Yes,
the
yes.
toll each way?
Yes.
And do I add that? Is that, I guess they'll ask me because I use
So when
TurboTax.
you're filling out, so when we went through it, when you're filling out your mileage, one of the questions in there is tolls or parking fees. You just put it right in there
Okay.
and it'll deduct it out. There is a little,
Yeah.
there is a place for it.
I've been holding off, but because it keeps telling me to log into my account because I've used TurboTax for years. So I suppose logging into the account because I used self-employed last year would be the right thing to do. Right?
Yeah, and self-employed is the one that they have you use if you have a business. So yeah.
Okay. So I can just, since I used it last year, and do they remember that I paid them for the amount for that program? Would they, maybe TurboTax remember that?
So yeah, you're gonna have access to all your prior year stuff, but then of course, when you do this year, they'll make you pay again. But
Well,
the
yeah,
good thing
but-
is, the good thing is that you once you use it the second year, it should import a lot of your information in so that you don't have to fill all that out again. You just have to put in the amounts.
Okay. I was just, I knew it and my brain was just like, wait a minute. And then it was the tolls. Because the trip I took had tolls.
Yeah, and let's say that you drove to a vendor event, whether it was you were there as a person selling or you were there to learn something. If you had to rent a car, that's deductible. If you had to rent a vehicle to tow your stuff to a craft fair, that's deductible. So really, any expenses that you used to either learn a new skill, improve a skill, or sell products, that is deductible.
Okay. I think I've got it. I'm just afraid to start it. So you're available if we get stuck, right?
And you can ask, when we have our call on Monday, if a tax thing comes up, it's totally okay to ask. We just do this separate because it is such a big topic that it just helps to kind of get through the month.
It's made a
kinda
lot
go through
more
it.
sense this year. It's only taken me now 3 years to get this figured out. Because I'm on
Hey,
year
listen,
4. So
it took, how many years of training did I have? 5 years and then 20 years of working in it. So it's not something you acquire overnight. So I wouldn't stress
well,
about
my
that.
goal is to make enough money that I can pay someone else to do it, but I'm not there yet.
My goal is to make enough money to have a housekeeper.
Hmm. Yeah,
Right?
that'd be nice. Yeah.
That's my
Yeah.
biggest goal in life. As long as I can still pay the housekeeper and of course my employees,
Well,
I'm happy.
I have a housekeeper, and all he requires are dark chocolate raisinets once in a while that I can get at the Dollar Tree. So I'm doing pretty good with that.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
I would also
Dark-
like to have a husband that cooks, but that's not in the cards.
Well, see, mine
I got
does.
that one.
I'm
I got that one.
I'm
I'm
married a
so
cook.
jealous of that. I'm so jealous. So many of my friends and stuff have husbands that cook for them. How did you score that? I did
Well,
not score that.
I
When
scored
my
it because I had
husband
back
started,
surgery.
Yeah.
That-
well,
he started
my
doing it, so I didn't
husband-
stop.
my husband in the military started out as a cook.
Oh,
So
so that makes sense.
yeah, he could cook, although they went to like frozen dinners. I used to tell him he wasn't a cook. You just heat up a frozen dinner and send it out.
My
But,
husband's cooking right now.
Oh, not mine.
I'm
That-
sure
that's
everybody
not-
in my
that's never
house
gonna happen.
appreciates when he cooks, because I did not learn to cook growing up. So
I can cook. I'm not home. I'm hardly ever home for dinner.
It's
So
a pain.
like, you know, I would
well, and when
be-
it gets down to just, of course you don't have this, but when it gets down to just 2 people, it's just like kind of useless to cook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you have to make such a little bitty
agree.
bit, and then we
Yeah.
have to eat it for like 4 days. And I'm like, I don't like eating the same thing for 4 days.
Yeah, it's no fun eating those leftovers, huh?
Yeah,
I
I don't.
freeze
I,
it.
Why don't they just give me one?
I've never thought of freezing it,
Yeah.
but I should, I guess.
We do when we have, like, I'll make lasagna and I'll make extra and then I'll freeze it. Yeah, that's good stuff.
I always cooked, and then when I had the back surgery, he did it, so I never went back. But I do cook it time for time. But when I cook quantity, and then I divide it and freeze it to make it easier. Yeah, but that's because I'm used to cooking for all the kids and everybody that was
Yeah.
at the house. Now it's just the two of
Yeah.
us, so I could do a microwave and be happy, with dinner.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
only times I cook now are on Christmas and Thanksgiving. Sometimes
Same.
Easter.
I had gotten spoiled because my mom normally cooks, and with her down with her broken foot, Daddy don't cook anymore. So I get off work and I'm running into the kitchen, cook something. It's like, I got a meeting, got a Zoom call, gotta go.
yep. I know. Well, sometimes I have to stop this, y'all, but sometimes I don't eat till like 9 or 9:30 at night because I'm at work until. It's not
I
good.
totally get it.
Yep. This is why I have all this lovely fluffiness, because it's just easier for me to call McDonald's than it is for me to try to figure out. It's not good.
Fluffy is okay, Lori. Fluffy is
Okay.
okay.
That's good because I am. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. Just more to hug.
Well, as Garfield once said, I'm not overweight. I'm just extremely under height.
Yeah.
And I like to
I
go,
am
since I
short.
should be 7.5 is not a big deal when I'm 5'2".
That's funny.
Whatever.
Yeah.
God gave me airbags.
I have airbags. That's a good one. I like that one. That's good. That's good. All right, Carolyn, did you think of something else?
I did when we were talking about mileage.
Mhm.
So I know what I did for mileage this past year.
Mhm.
TurboTax will have what I ended with last year,
Should.
so that I can deduct. Okay, that was the
Yeah,
only question.
if you just like go in and sign in, it should populate that stuff, which is nice. Then you don't have to keep
Okay.
track of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'll
Oh, did I
you-
tell y'all what happened to me with my tag? I don't, the mileage thing just makes me think of it. So you know how you have to, so here, I don't know how y'all's is, but we have to renew our tags on our birthday. So in January, I got or right after our birthday. So I got my tag thing and I filled it out, sent it in. And I guess when I wrote out the line that says the amount, the change kind of ran into like the line, the little writing. And so I guess they couldn't see it. So up above it, they wrote 00/100 and took out the 11 cents. And so they won't send me my tag until I come down there and pay 11 cents. You
Oh my
can't send me
God.
my tag. I have to come down there and pay you 11 cents.
But
Yep.
we have to do it every year. And somehow we didn't get the notification that our truck
You're lucky,
Was-
Linda.
expired. And we
Mm.
figured it out 2 months before the next year. And I'm like, ooh, that's not good. So we parked it, we didn't drive it. And I had to tell them that we didn't use it because we don't use it often. But we didn't use it because of COVID. And they took my signature and then I didn't get penalized for the whole, because if I'd have gone down 2 months before, I would have had to pay for the whole year.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
That's
they wouldn't
right.
just let me do 2 months.
Yeah.
So now we kind of keep our eye on those things, but because normally the state sends you can
Well,
you do
see,
it
and-
online?
Yeah, that's the thing is that I was like, my thing never came. So I called him and I was like, I paid. You cashed the check. Like, why didn't you send me my tag? Oh, well, you didn't pay the full amount. And I was like, okay. So I look on the bank and they had written, the bank did that, which I did not say they could do. But they did. They like basically took my change out. And I was like, 11 cents. It's 11 cents. And she was like, oh, well, I don't know. I was like, it's 11 cents. I'm looking at the check. So yeah, I have to go down. I have to go down and pay 11 cents.
Write it off. Your mileage is a business expense.
Right? That's so funny. Yeah. So awesome. So how do we feel? Are we feeling better about taxes? I mean, I know it's not the most fun subject, but it's our most favorite subject in February. We do this every
Yeah, it's
year.
a necessary evil.
It is. It's a necessary evil. Do you love doing taxes, Melinda? Cool. Yeah. Absolutely. If you have, so Diane's question is, if you have a storage unit, can you take the taxes? Take it off in your taxes? Absolutely. Yes. If you bought a storage building for your backyard, as long as it doesn't cost more than $5,000, you can write the whole thing off. So yes, that is deductible. Any expense that you have to store your stuff that you're selling, yes, for sure. Yep. If you're in doubt, just ask me. I'll let you know if it's deductible or not. And in the beginning, it's not as important because you won't have as much to cover it, but that's funny. Yeah. So you want to, as your business grows and you're selling more and more and more and more, it's going to be really important that you know what you can deduct. And yeah, taxes is like a puzzle. I agree. So you really want to deduct everything you're allowed to deduct. Awesome. Anything else y'all thought of? No, we all better with it?
We're all pros now.
Are you? Awesome.
I'll
Okay.
just wait until I start filling out the thing.
I'm
and
sure
if I run into
you'll have,
something-
yeah, I'm sure you'll have more questions as you get closer to it. So, okay, Carolyn, do you want to ask about YouTube?
If you're ready, girl.
Go for it. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I use TaxAct, but that's just because I have the Preparer's Edition. But most everybody uses TurboTax. Okay, go.
Okay, so in the filters where you could put comments like, you know, when you want to respond to comments, like I haven't responded to these yet, and it will pull up those.
Yeah,
Can you put more than one filter up there at once, or do you have to just change it to each time?
No, I think you can put more than one filter up at once. I'm pretty sure you can. And you remember, if you have TubeBuddy, you can have automated responses that you can use, which really helps a lot.
I do have some automated one. That's going to be in another question here.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So question 14, the canned responses.
Uh-huh. That's what I'm
So
talking
like,
about. The little automated responses, the canned responses. You can just start typing it out and it'll.
all right. So like, you know, I set up one, you know, a thank you one and I'm glad you enjoy it kind of one. But I also noticed when I did a drop down in there, it pulled up ones like Etsy opt-in or emails and stuff that as a thing. I didn't create that. So I'm assuming Mail or Light and everybody, they interconnected somewhere along the way. But is that allowed?
Absolutely.
Because
So
I
here's the
noticed on
thing.
your,
Here's the thing. YouTube doesn't mind if you have links. So like some of the canned responses that I have, right? So like people will say, hey, what is that thing that you have your mesh on? Well, I have an affiliate for Susie's Mesh Roller. So I just have a little canned response that says, oh yeah, this is where I get it. You can use this affiliate link. And boom, it's out there. So yes, anytime you want to use links are allowed. You know, directing people to your email list is allowed. That's allowed. So use it.
Okay.
Hey babe, who won? Okay, they went bowling.
I labeled this as discussion on channel and I had a question mark, but that's all I wrote. So I don't know what the question was.
So was it the did you have a question?
You were looking at me.
Oh no, I was just going to see what you're doing. Let's see. So I wonder if it was like the community thing.
Well, your YouTube page was set up a little different than mine. So some of that I had to figure out. Like there was one that had to do with features or something I know I had on here. And I had to go figure out where it was in mine. I think it was the channel responses. Yeah, I had to go to shop with the link. Oh, wait, I don't know. It was something with features. I have it on here somewhere as a question because some of your page was set up different than mine. So it took me a little bit to figure things out. But discussion on channel. I forgot what that was.
We do.
Yeah,
I'm wondering if it's about the community. Like I think they lowered the amount that you have to have in order to get the community, but that's where things like discussions take place.
Oh, okay. So instead of getting 1,000 subscriptions, you get, was it 600 now? 500, 600? Is that what it is?
No,
Is that what you're talking?
No, it's the community tab. I know that they changed the like how many you have to have, but I'll have to look it up because I don't remember what it is.
Okay. Anybody has any questions on anything, please y'all just jump in. Because I saw on the page for yours said email opt-ins. You had it on the top right where all the icons are. How did you get that to go in there? How did you get that little thingamajig?
hold on, let's look at it. So this little thing right here. Oh, don't do
Yeah.
that.
Oh, join the community.
This, okay, so that, if you go to customize your channel, let's see here. I think it's under basic info. So down here where the links are, I have join the community. So I named it that myself. And then this is the link to join my email list. Okay. So that arrow, what that is this is Canva. So in Canva, I just used an arrow so that, you know, and I kind of spaced it out. So in the YouTube training, there is a template that you can lay over in Canva to see the size that you should have.
Right.
So
I saw.
yeah, so I use that template to figure out where to put this stuff. And I just put this at the very bottom so that it would point towards join the community.
And you just, where did you get that little join community little thing? You just made that up?
It is right here. So when you're on your page, there's a button right here that says customize channel.
Oh, so when you do that community link, it puts it up there. Gotcha.
It's in the brand info. So it's because
Okay.
I typed out join the community so that the first one, it's going to, so see, this is actually linked to MailChimp. So it has the little MailChimp symbol here, but that join the community, it's just going to put, like, if I had Facebook here, then it would, if I had put, you know, Facebook here, the first one would have said Facebook.
Gotcha.
It's going to be for that first one. See, then this back here is my shop. So if I wanted to have my shop first, I could put shop with us or something like that and have my little shop here. So you can put your links in here, and you have 5 links and you can make them whatever you want. If you're using, so based on the URL, it's going to pop up these symbols.
So you have shop instead of like Etsy, because I don't have a shop. I have Etsy.
So
I have the Etsy.
You would put, when you put Etsy in here, it would put the little Etsy logo here, because it's going to populate that based on the URL.
Yeah.
It can
Got
tell. Yeah. So
I noticed when I'm on here, like right there where you are, stop, go up, see where it says, yours says custom URL.
Yeah.
Do you have the little where it goes .com and it says C in between? That was my question, because I noticed if I just type it out without the C, it still goes to my YouTube channel. So I didn't know if that was an error in there or if that, but now I see it in yours, so I guess it's okay.
It's just the standard. It's, you know, C stands for channel. So yeah.
Oh,
that's the I mean, that's the standard what it's gonna be.
Okay.
That both of these represent your channel, right? So this is the actual address. This is your vanity URL.
Okay. But if I don't have the C in mine, like I have it listed on Facebook, I don't have that little C in there, and it still takes people to YouTube. So it doesn't matter, I guess, per se. Do I have to go back to each video to add the subscribe button, or since I already have that listed on my page?
So in the branding, right? So on your branding, so we're still under the channel customization. Right down here, this is where you're putting in that subscribe button.
Right.
If you have it entire video, it's going to happen on every video. So it's going to display on every video based on what you pick here, but it'll automatically put it on every video.
So all the videos that are already in there, it's going to populate it on those?
Yep.
Okay. So I don't have to go back.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope. You don't have to do any of that because it's like a blanketed thing. Once you've set it up, it's forever on there. Unless you take it down.
So again, anybody jump in. So I've been just doing the Etsy. I've been doing YouTube all this week. So
Gotcha.
that's why. The subscribe with the bell, where is it? Because you mentioned in one of the videos that you would show us how to do the subscribe with that little bell so that bell, they would get technically notifications, or does it matter to have that bell or not?
Oh, okay. So the bell is something that shows up when people subscribe. So when somebody goes to your channel and subscribes, it's going to pop up a little bell, and that they select what kind of interaction they want. Do they want all content? Do they want notifications and stuff like that? So that's why when you hear people say, you know, when the bell comes up, say all, because that's when they'll get notifications and all that kind of stuff about your channel.
So if you don't have it where it says subscribe, just, it doesn't matter that you have the word
So when
subscribe.
someone hits subscribe, the bell comes up.
Okay, so you don't need
It's
the
kind
bell.
of like
That's-
you know, when this happens, this happens. So like, let's see. Let's see if I can find something real quick. I think I'm already subscribed to hers. I was just looking to see if I could find something I could subscribe to real quick. Okay, here, let's do this one. Okay. So if I come over here and I hit this, there's the bell.
Oh, okay.
So then you want to tell them when you subscribe, hit the bell and select all. And what that does is that says, okay, if this person goes live, if this person puts up a video or whatever, then I want to know about it.
Okay, that, got it. Okay, so you have like yours says content video and you have the word stories on the top of your page. Is that when you get so many, you can get the stories?
You can upload stories now. Is it stories or shorts? Shorts. You can upload short stories.
Right.
No, shorts. You can upload shorts. So on your channel, you would see shorts.
It's up at the top.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't, for me, it doesn't look the same.
They have it above them. They have shorts above it.
Yeah. So, I mean,
in the
because
listing.
I'm not looking at it from a, I'm not
Right.
looking at it from a, I'm looking at the back end, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you look
Yeah.
yourself.
But you know,
Yeah.
these are all the things that you, and this is a point that I want to make. I love Damon, but he does not listen. When it comes to, and this is why I tell y'all this, okay. When you come over to his page, you have to have, oh, I'm so glad they fixed it. Okay. So look here. If you have all of your stuff on your page here, then that's great. People are going to have a lot of stuff to watch. Okay, sorry. I was fussing at him about this the other day, so I think he came in and changed it. That's really good. Because when I came over here the other day, the entire page was blank. There was nothing on it. So
Oh.
people are not going to be, people who are not used to watching on YouTube are not going to know to go to videos to find the content. They're going to land on that homepage and that's what they're going to see. And that's how they're going to interact. So you want to fill out all of your playlists, all of them. So we have, how many playlists? Like 11. So you want all of this because then, you know, they're not gonna, there's the shorts. Then they're not going to, they're not as likely to go off your page and go somewhere else. Because most people don't know, okay, I can click over here on videos and I can click over here on playlist. You want things to populate that front page? Oh, I hate that. I mean, automatically plays. So, so you want content on here because that's what's going to encourage people to start watching. Because then they'll see, oh, look, she has more stuff. Let's see what else she has. But if they hop on your page and there's like nothing, they're probably going to go somewhere else because people basically don't want to have to search around for stuff. You want to make it as easy as possible. So
Yeah, I didn't have that subdivided out like you, and I kind of went back and did that because it was just here everything is, you know, kind of thing.
So, and you know, as you get, like, as you add subscribers and stuff, then they'll make it so that you can have, you can do like additional things like the store, memberships. It has, you know, your memberships. See, I have the lives in here that I've done so far for the membership. You get the community, you know, and this is where, like with the community, what's great is if you're going to be going live or putting up content, you can use this community. You can use a video or a poll or an image, and you can let them know. So anyone who has subscribed and hit that button is going to get the notice of what you posted in the community.
I haven't gotten that far.
Oh, you haven't gotten that far.
Well, I don't think I have a community button.
You won't until you have to get, I think it's 5,000. It used to be, I think when I started, it was 10,000.
Yeah, I think it was.
And they've dropped
10,000.
it down to 5,000, I think.
Hmm.
So what else you got?
Oh, I can keep going, girlfriend. All right. Filmora. Now,
Filmora.
I don't know. And this is where, if you want me to share my screen so you can see, because I don't know if I have the right one. How do I go to share? Share screen.
Oh, there's quite a few different versions, and we have training on like 3 versions.
Well, in their video you said Filmora 9, but the reason why, can I share my screen?
Yeah.
How do I gotta click on it?
I thought we
Share
had
screen.
10 in there too.
So do you see me yet?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Mhm.
I see you.
Oh, I hit
I see
share
all of
screen.
us.
Yeah.
I hit share windows, I guess.
Yeah,
But
you
entire
have to
screen?
pick. You have to pick what screen you want to share, or yeah,
Oh, I get windows.
Or-
Do I do it entire screen or what?
do entire screen, and then you'll probably have to minimize. So minimize that, or pull up Wondershare down in your apps, and let's see.
Oh, wait, Jesus. Can you see me?
Yeah,
Let's see your
Can you
screen.
see it? So do you see? Oh, I'm pointing.
Yeah, I
like you
see
can
it.
see.
keep going.
So that's what, this is what it comes up as. It says version 10, 7, 13, whatever. So this is my screen, but you were talking in tools. I
Yeah.
have nothing in tools.
I think
Yeah, you
don't
do.
have something up there.
You do have stuff in tools.
Yeah.
I can't do
But-
anything with this.
Well, because you don't have a video that you're editing. Those only become active once you're working on an actual editing a video.
Okay, so here's one that I spent hours working on, which is not complete, okay?
Okay.
So See, still no tools.
Okay, but you have to have those videos down in the bottom part.
Okay. So where do I just
Click
put
on
the
the
plus,
plus.
right?
Yep. Mhm.
Okay.
All right, now go back to tools.
There you go.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
It was just because you didn't have anything in that project window.
Okay. Where's this guy keep coming up? Where's he
Just
going?
say okay. They're
Oh.
trying to give you tips. They're giving you
Okay.
tips.
Are you sure you want to exit? Yes.
Yes.
So for instance, in here, I wanted to export. It's telling me to buy because if I don't buy, then it has a watermark that
Yep.
goes across.
Yep.
So I have to buy.
Is that
Correct?
the free
Yep.
version that you're
Yeah,
using?
the
have
free
no idea.
version, the free version that it only works. I mean, it does. It leaves a watermark on it, and the watermark is pretty big.
Takes the bottom third of the screen.
So you really want to do the perpetual plan because that means you don't have to buy it every year. You're just done.
Okay.
You buy it and you're done.
Okay. Well, I'll do that later
Yeah.
then.
So
Am I
in
still-
version 10, I thought I had a
You had something up there that said $59.90, or is that $59.99 for annual lifetime or something? And that never came up on my Filmora thing.
oh, that might be
In-
because it was a while ago. Let's see.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
think your
what-
video was 2019.
Yeah, and we've updated a lot in there, but there's still some of the old stuff is in there because it's still valid. What
Yeah.
do you mean the change
Oh.
I wanted? I didn't change anything. What? Log in.
So when I pull up that video and I go into that shop thing, that's where I did that, the speed where I just was, that little speed thing, right?
Okay, products. Hold on. Let me go look because I'm pretty sure we did something with 10.
Oh,
YouTube.
I haven't seen it yet, and because I'm doing the advanced class. There's a lot of classes.
I know there's a lot of classes. Okay.
Well,
edit.
some of the advanced has the beginner, so that was easy. I could say, oh
Yeah.
yeah, but
Yes, editing on Filmora X, which is 10, part 1 and part 2. So
Okay.
you just need to go to the 10 instead of 9. So I have 9 on there because if you had a perpetual plan, you may have purchased 9 and you may still be on 9.
so that one I pulled up said version 10 dot whatever 13 whatever. That's does that mean it's version 10? Right?
Yeah. Mhm. The X
Okay.
means version 10.
Okay. So I'll stop sharing so y'all don't have to.
Watch ourselves
Still-
watching you.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Again, anybody jump in because I feel like this is, I don't want to.
Just check it off the list once you get it answered.
I know. Filmora speed, I did that. Camera not up top and button up on the bottom on the phone. So that was just different than yours. On you have some, you were doing some list or checklists on it.
Mhm.
And when you clicked on it, or for me to see it when you're on the video, it's really blurry. So it's like, even though I have it on the computer and I have it as big as can be, the more you make it bigger, the blurrier it is.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of trying to figure out what the letters are. I mean, you go through the checklist, so it's, writing it down,
But the
kind of thing.
checklist should all be in Kajabi as a downloadable thing.
There are a couple that are not.
Like which one?
Well, I'll get to that question because I think I'm still on the beginner ones. I'm almost done. Where did I put that I said it's blurry? You hit the
Oh, I think I see
optimize
why.
part 2 video thumbnail, for instance.
So it looks like editing on Filmora 10 never got published. It is now published. So that might
Oh,
be
for-
why you didn't see it. Yeah,
Where's that, on beginners or advanced?
on advanced.
Okay.
That's probably the same. And did I have, let's see, beginners, edit. Click there. Yeah, the only thing that's in the basic is like the basic editing. It doesn't have Filmora. So it's very basic. So it's in the advanced. Mhm.
Okay. Oh, 6, 7, 5. Camera, but top and bottom upload on phone. That's different than yours. Blurry. Oh, the blurry. Oh, so I said the blurriness, for instance, was on optimized part 2 video with the thumbnail.
Optimize your channel. Let's see. So there is a downloadable video description example. That's probably what I was going through. There is a download for optimization planner.
I got the planner. But when
I
you're
don't
watching
know
your
what-
video, as you're doing it on your screen, and you're pulling up, that's what you can't see.
It's just that as you spread it out, as you stretch it out, it gets blurry. I don't know. I mean, I don't know that there's any way I can fix that. But if it's
Okay.
something that I went through that's a checklist, then the checklist should be something that you can download from the training.
I got the checklist. Okay. Teaser tags.
Yes.
So is that in your description, kind of like just a short little 1 or 2 sentence as a teaser, like so that they would click on it? Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
So you want, when you're doing your YouTube videos, right? You want to use your keywords in your title, in your description, and in your tags. So you really want it in all 3. Now there's only so much space that you have for your title. So you use your most important keywords. So like, let's take Rachel, for example. She does a lot of fake bake stuff, right? So she needs to have whatever fake bake in her title, in her description, and again in her tag, because those 3 things are going to be used to populate a search. So it's almost like the more times you have it repeated, and the closer those things are to what your video is actually about, makes it better for it to be found in searches. And then it's all about the picture. So that thumbnail.
So on the titles, because we had gone through a period where we filled out the 70 characters and then they had said, no, just give the video a title. So now they want those titles filled out again.
I think you're talking about Etsy versus YouTube.
Well, maybe, but I thought
So
it was on YouTube.
Etsy was a long word title, and then they said they didn't want that. Nothing has changed on YouTube with titles.
Okay.
I think you're just
Well,
kind of confusing the two.
You know, when you watch all of the videos at one time and try to do them all.
That's why we don't do that, Cheryl.
Yeah, I'm still the poster child. So.
I know.
So then back to canned responses, besides writing like a joy or thank you or email opt-ins or anything like that, Is there anything else as a canned response that would be good to put in there? Or just leave it as enjoy it, like I'm glad you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching my video.
Yeah, I mean, those are good because what you're doing is you're building your community, right? So responding is what's important.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm,
And y'all, I know, so if, especially if y'all just started your business this year, or maybe this is your second year, don't be nervous because you have way more expenses than you have sales. It is normal in the first couple of years to have a lot more expenses than sales. I mean, that because no business is going to be an overnight success. I can tell you that if someone says they're an overnight success, they're lying because
Or they've
it
done
did-
something weird.
right, or they're cheating. So,
Right.
I mean, it takes years to build a successful business, to build a customer base and stuff like that. So don't be nervous if you have a loss. That's normal, especially in the first few years. So in a 5-year period, the IRS is looking to see, did you lose the first 3 years, but then in the 4th year you were profitable? Then they're going to be like, okay, that's normal. So if in the
Hey, I
4th
got
and 5th year
excited.
you're losing money, then you need to reevaluate what you're doing.
Hey, I got excited last year because I came out $1.62 ahead.
Hey,
It-
when you
it-
start making a profit, it's a profit.
That was
Doesn't
my
matter if
third
it's
year.
a dollar or not.
It was my 3rd year, and my business plan was to come up with profit on the 3rd year. And it was only $1.62, but it was a profit.
Yes. Awesome. Darla, did you have a question?
I did. I guess I must have took my hand away. So is there a percentage that they want to see your expenses go down before they start like seeing it as a red flag? Like, say if I spent, I don't know, like 5,000 in the previous year, and my revenue was only, like 500. And then the next year I spent 3,000 and my revenue was, 1,000 or something. So is there like a percentage that you should be increasing by?
No, because every business is so unique. I will tell you that, so the average business expects to profit somewhere around between 5 and 10%. It's not as much as you think. A lot of people go in thinking that businesses make a lot more than they do. But here's the thing. So when you're first starting out, 10% of 1,000 isn't that much. But when you take 10% of 10 million, then you're starting to talk big money. So you have to kind of keep things in perspective. So they're not going to expect you to be making giant profits, especially in the beginning. And they're not going to be expecting, that, oh, you're only going to increase it 25% this year and 30% next year. And it's too complicated. Businesses are too complicated to put that kind of structure on it. So they're not looking at things like that. What they're looking at is, are you, continuing to, like last year, if you had 500 in sales and you had a big expense, and then next year you had a big expense, but you only had $100 in sales, then they might be like, okay, what's going on here? But if they see that you're, either staying consistent or you're kind of increasing, that's what they're looking for.
Okay.
They're
'Cause
just
I-
making sure that you're not trying to avoid taxes by having
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to make a business, but I have a ribbon problem. You know what I mean? Like,
We all have
Yeah,
a ribbon
yeah,
problem.
like we all do,
It's
right?
hard.
And so
It's hard. It's hard.
it is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Because when you said that last week, I was a little worried, like, well, when, I mean, I haven't done my taxes for this year, so I don't know how much of a loss I'm looking at, but I know it's a loss.
Yeah.
Not as bad as last year, because I did spend a lot of money, just setting up my table and my lights and, all the things.
Well, yeah, it takes time,
Yeah.
and I mean, the IRS is also able to search, social media and stuff like that. So they can look and see if you're a valid business. So that they're not going to just automatically, like, yes, some things make, red flags, but they're not going to look at every red flag. Like, they're going to look and see if it's something that's even worth their time.
Right. Okay.
So I wouldn't freak out if by year 4 you've still lost some money, but it's not increasingly going up. That's the kind of stuff they're looking for.
Yeah, I mean, my sales are going up, and I'm pretty sure, I'm certain I spent less money than I did the previous year, but
Yeah.
I still spend money on ribbon that, sometimes sits here for a while because I don't get to that project or whatever,
Right. And that's the thing, it takes money to make money. It does. There are very few things that you can do where you don't have to put money in to get money out.
Right.
And as you're building, you are kind of spending money. And in the beginning, when you're building your business, you're reinvesting. That's all normal. That's pretty much what all businesses do. So even when you make a profit, you may still turn around and invest that back in your business.
Right.
That's what helps you grow. And
everything that I make goes right back into my business. I don't pay myself. I don't, it just goes all back into my business, to my ribbon habit, basically.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is that eventually you'll catch up to that.
Yeah.
And then, so just hang in there.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, Carolyn, next question.
Oh, back to me again.
Yes,
channel
things are fluctuating.
Channel settings, featured channels, you had privacy sections in there. And on my YouTube, I can't find that.
It was in, let's see. So down here, when you're doing your layout, there's one that allows you, so it will create a watched playlist.
I know, like, if it's for kids or not.
And you just edit it and make it private. That's all you have to do. I got rid of mine, so.
Okay.
And the reason that I say it's good to do that is because you don't want to direct someone to someone else's channel. You want them to stay on your channel. Yeah.
But that's what I couldn't find it on mine to do that. I mean, I know to do for kids, that kind of thing, but when you're setting up a video and like where you said, and go to channel settings, featured channels, and then you hit down privacy settings, I couldn't find that privacy settings on mine. You want me to share again?
No, you don't have
Okay.
to. So all you have to do is fill out your featured section. Or just not have a featured section. So down here, featured, edit, and you can kind of pick what you want.
That's under layouts?
Uh-huh. Yep, it should be there. It's been so long since I switched over to one of my other channels. Let's see. Let's go to this one. All right, let's see. That's on community. don't do that. Okay, your channel. Authority. All that stuff wants to just come up immediately. Let's see.
Because I
Wonder
think
if
I
they
wanted
took
to.
that. Let's see. Customize.
You went to manage video.
What?
I said you went to manage video.
Yeah.
It looked like.
No,
Oh,
I
it's under
went
manage.
into. No, I
Oh,
went
it says
to
stream. Okay.
customize channel. Yeah.
Sorry.
And so if you have a section under here that says watched list or something like that, just remove it. That's all you have to do.
Okay.
Because it kind of, like if you watch other videos, some people will make a playlist that of videos that they've watched. You just don't want it to be on your channel. Like a created playlist.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like if you go to a playlist, you can maybe you can't. Maybe they don't have. It looks like they don't have that feature anymore where you can make it private. Looks like they took that away.
Oh, well, that could be why I couldn't find it then, huh?
They've made a lot of changes in the last year. A lot.
I get, yeah. In Filmora, so the music they list, that should be ones that I can use on YouTube because I know the whole thing with the copyright. But if I use one of theirs, how do I know? Is it okay to use?
I don't know if I would assume that.
So how would you know if one of those songs is copyrighted?
So on YouTube, they actually have music that you can use. So I would kind of look it up in there. Or if you have TubeBuddy, I think you get, what is that, Audio Hero? You can get free audio from them. Or you can just look up free audio on YouTube and, download songs that way. I would be
so
careful.
Just download them.
Yeah, you would want to look at the descriptions in Filmora just to make sure that they are license free.
Okay. Optimizing, planning video. Wait a minute, is that the one I wanted to do? No, yeah, planning, the planning video optimization spreadsheet. Maybe you already answered this. I couldn't find the download for that. This is in the advanced course.
Optimization planner. Yeah, it's in there.
Okay, I'll go look again.
It says video checklist. That's what it's called.
Oh, that's why. Okay. Because I have the video checklist. And then the last thing, this is, I don't think a YouTube thing. When you're teaching your things, like teaching the YouTube, you can put you on and off, like off on the corner. What program are you using to do that?
Zoom.
Oh.
What we're using.
Well,
yeah. Because when you see when you go and share the screen, it just puts people in a different place. So if you're the only person on here, it just kind of sticks you up in the corner, which you could take that off or leave it on. Yeah.
Okay. Guess what? That answered all my questions up to
How about it?
section 67 out of 85.
All right.
my
Okay.
God.
So has anybody thought of any other Bible, Linda? Has anybody thought of anything else they want to cover? Are we good?
Does Dollar have her hand up? I see a white hand up in the corner.
We're good.
We're good. Awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
so we will definitely have our call on Monday. So we'll be back on schedule next week.
Okay.
So it's all good.
All informational.
Awesome.
Sorry if
All
I
right.
bored you.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine.
I'll have more questions Monday.
Well, we'll answer those on Monday.
I'll look forward to that. No, I'm kidding.
All right. Well, y'all
Alrighty.
have an awesome night and a good weekend.
You too.
And
Yeah.
Thank
guys,
you.
Have a great evening.
yeah, we'll see you
Thank
Monday.
you all for being patient.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.